Rewire Your Brain for Success, The Blueprint for Personal Transformation, written by Tyler Andrew Cole, published by Grow to the Top. Chapter 1. The Power of Thoughts. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract success, while others struggle despite their best efforts? The answer lies in the most powerful tool at our disposal, our thoughts. Your thoughts are not just fleeting moments in your mind, they are the architects of your reality, shaping your emotions, actions, and ultimately, your life circumstances. Imagine your mind as a garden. Each thought you nurture is a seed, and the reality you experience is the harvest. Positive, empowering thoughts grow into beautiful, fruitful plants, while negative, limiting thoughts become weeds that choke out potential. This connection between thoughts and reality is not mere philosophy. It's a fundamental principle of human psychology and neuroscience. Our thoughts influence our emotions, coloring our perception of the world around us. When we consistently think positively, we're more likely to feel optimistic and confident, approaching challenges with resilience and creativity. These emotions, in turn, drive our actions. We're more likely to take risks, persist in the face of setbacks, and seize opportunities when we believe in our ability to succeed. The ripple effect of our thoughts extends far beyond our immediate actions. They shape our habits, our relationships, and even our physical health. Positive thinkers tend to have stronger immune systems, lower stress levels, and better cardiovascular health. They're also more likely to form supportive relationships and create environments that foster further success. But here's the catch. Most of us aren't fully aware of the thoughts we're planting in our mental garden. We've developed thought patterns over years, often absorbing limiting beliefs from our environment without realizing it. The good news? Once we become aware of this process, we can take control. We can consciously choose the thoughts we nurture, gradually reshaping our mental landscape and, by extension, our lives. As we close this chapter, you might be wondering, if our thoughts are so powerful, why can't we simply think our way to instant success? The answer lies in the fascinating way our brains adapt and change over time, a process known as neuroplasticity. In the next chapter, we'll explore how this remarkable feature of our brains allows us to literally rewire our minds for success. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to Grow to the Top and activate notifications to keep rewiring your brain for success. Chapter 2. The Science of Neuroplasticity. Picture your brain as a vast, intricate network of pathways. Every thought you think, every skill you learn, every habit you form creates and strengthens these neural pathways. This is neuroplasticity in action. Your brain's incredible ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. It's the reason you can learn a new language, recover from a brain injury, or change a long-held belief. For decades, scientists believed that the adult brain was fixed and unchangeable, but groundbreaking research has shattered this myth, revealing that our brains remain malleable throughout our lives. This discovery has profound implications for personal growth and transformation. It means that no matter your age or circumstances, you have the power to reshape your brain and, by extension, your life. Neuroplasticity works on a simple principle. Neurons that fire together, wire together. When you repeatedly think a thought or perform an action, the neural pathways associated with it become stronger and more efficient. It's like carving a path through a dense forest. The more you walk it, the clearer and easier to navigate it becomes. This is why habits, both good and bad, can be so powerful. Each time you engage in a habit, you're reinforcing its neural pathway. The good news is that this same principle can be harnessed for positive change. By consistently practicing positive thinking and constructive behaviors, you can create new, empowering neural pathways while allowing negative, limiting ones to weaken from disuse. The implications of neuroplasticity for personal transformation are immense. It means that you're not stuck with the brain you were born with or the mindset you developed in childhood. You can literally rewire your brain for success by consistently engaging in thoughts and behaviors aligned with your goals. However, it's important to note that this rewiring doesn't happen overnight. Just as it takes time to carve a new path through a forest, it takes consistent effort to create new neural pathways. The key is persistence and repetition. Every positive thought, every visualized success, every affirmation repeated is another step in carving out these new pathways. As we conclude this exploration of neuroplasticity, you might be feeling a mix of excitement and overwhelm. The potential for change is thrilling, but where do you start? How do you harness this power to transform your life? The answer lies in mastering the art of positive thinking, a skill we'll delve into in our next chapter. Chapter 3: Mastering Positive Thinking. Close your eyes for a moment and pay attention to the thoughts running through your mind. Are they mostly positive, filled with hope and possibility? Or do you find yourself caught in a loop of worry, self-doubt, and negativity? For many of us, negative thought patterns have become so habitual that we barely notice them. Yet, these thoughts are the invisible architects of our lives, shaping our experiences and outcomes in profound ways. Mastering positive thinking is not about ignoring life's challenges or plastering on a fake smile. It's about developing a resilient, optimistic mindset that allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and confidence. It's about training your brain to see opportunities where others see obstacles, to find solutions where others see only problems. The first step in this journey is awareness. Start paying attention to your thoughts throughout the day. You might be surprised at how often negative, self-limiting ideas creep in. These could be subtle put-downs, "I'm not good enough," pessimistic predictions, "this will never work," or unnecessary worries, "what if everything goes wrong?" Identifying these patterns is crucial because you can't change what you don't acknowledge. Once you've identified your negative thought patterns, the next step is to challenge and reframe them. This doesn't mean denying reality or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it's about finding more balanced, constructive ways of thinking. For example, instead of "I'm not good enough," try "I'm learning and improving every day." Instead of "this will never work," consider "this is challenging, but I can find a way to make it work." Gradually, as you practice this reframing, you'll notice a shift in your overall mindset. Positive thinking will become more natural, and you'll find yourself approaching challenges with greater optimism and resilience. This shift doesn't just feel good. It has tangible effects on your life. Studies have shown that positive thinkers are more likely to achieve their goals, have better physical health, and experience lower levels of stress and anxiety. But here's the real magic. The more you engage in positive thinking, the easier it becomes. Remember neuroplasticity? Each positive thought strengthens those neural pathways, making it easier for your brain to default to optimistic, constructive thinking in the future. It's a self-reinforcing cycle that can transform your entire outlook on life. As powerful as positive thinking is, it's just the beginning. To truly harness the power of your mind, you need to be able to vividly imagine your desired future. In our next chapter, we'll explore the transformative power of visualization and how it can bring your dreams into sharp focus. Chapter 4: The Art of Visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing at the summit of a mountain you've always dreamed of climbing. Feel the crisp air on your skin, hear the wind whistling past your ears, see the breathtaking panorama spread out before you. This is visualization in action, the powerful mental technique used by athletes, entrepreneurs, and high achievers in every field to turn their dreams into reality. Visualization is more than just daydreaming. It's a deliberate practice of creating vivid, detailed mental images of what you want to achieve. When you visualize, you're not just seeing a vague picture in your mind. You're engaging all your senses to create a rich, immersive experience. You're feeling the emotions of success, hearing the sounds of achievement, even smelling and tasting the fruits of your labor. This practice is so powerful because your brain doesn't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you visualize success, you're actually creating neural pathways similar to those formed by real-life experiences. In essence, you're giving your brain a blueprint for success, priming it to recognize and seize opportunities that align with your vision. To harness the power of visualization, start by setting aside dedicated time each day for this practice. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed, close your eyes, and begin to build your vision. Be as specific and detailed as possible. If you're visualizing career success, don't just see yourself in a corner office. Imagine the feel of the leather chair beneath you, the view from your window, the sense of confidence as you lead a meeting. As you practice regularly, you'll find that your visualizations become more vivid and easier to conjure. You may even start to notice synchronicities in your daily life, opportunities and connections that seem to align perfectly with your visualized goals. This isn't magic, it's your reticular activating system at work, priming your brain to notice relevant information in your environment. However, visualization alone isn't enough. To truly manifest your vision, you need to combine it with action. Use your visualizations as motivation and guidance for your daily choices and efforts. Let them inform your decision-making and inspire you to take steps, however small, towards your goals each day. As we conclude this exploration of visualization, you might be wondering how to integrate all these mental techniques into a cohesive strategy for success. How do you create a comprehensive mental blueprint that aligns your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your deepest aspirations? In our next chapter, we'll delve into the art of crafting your personal mental blueprint for success. Chapter 5: Crafting Your Mental Blueprint. Imagine you're an architect, tasked with designing the most important building of your career, the edifice of your ideal life. You wouldn't start construction without a detailed blueprint, would you? Yet, so many of us navigate life without a clear mental blueprint of what we truly want to achieve and who we want to become. Crafting your mental blueprint is about getting crystal clear on your vision of success. It's about defining not just what you want to have or achieve, but who you want to be. This blueprint becomes your North Star, guiding your decisions, actions, and thought patterns towards your desired future. Start by allowing yourself to dream big. What would your ideal life look like in 5, 10, or 20 years? Don't limit yourself to just career or financial goals. Consider all aspects of your life: relationships, health, personal growth, contribution to society. Write it all down in vivid detail, as if you're describing a movie of your perfect life. Next, break down this grand vision into clear, achievable goals. These are the milestones on your journey to your ideal future. Remember to make your goals SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Instead of "I want to be successful," try "I want to launch my own consulting business and achieve a 6-figure income within 3 years." But here's the crucial part: aligning your thoughts with your goals. This is where the power of your mental blueprint truly shines. For each goal, identify the thoughts and beliefs that support its achievement. What would you need to believe about yourself and the world to make this goal a reality? Conversely, what limiting beliefs might be holding you back? For example, if your goal is to start your own business, supportive thoughts might include, "I have valuable skills to offer," and "I am capable of learning what I need to succeed." Limiting beliefs to overcome might be, "I'm not cut out to be an entrepreneur," or "I don't have enough experience." Your mental blueprint isn't set in stone. As you grow and evolve, so too will your vision of success. Regularly revisit and refine your blueprint, adjusting your goals and aligning your thoughts as needed. This flexibility allows you to stay true to your deepest aspirations while adapting to life's inevitable changes and challenges. As we wrap up this chapter, you've laid the groundwork for your personal transformation. You have a clear vision, defined goals, and an understanding of the thoughts that will propel you forward. But how do you reinforce these new thought patterns and make them stick? In our next chapter, we'll explore the power of affirmations, a simple yet potent tool for reprogramming your subconscious mind and cementing your new, empowering beliefs. Chapter 6: The Power of Affirmations. I am capable, confident, and deserving of success. These words might seem simple, even cliché, but when used correctly, they can become a powerful catalyst for personal transformation. Welcome to the world of affirmations, positive statements that can reprogram your subconscious mind and reshape your reality. Affirmations work by challenging and overcoming self-sabotaging and negative thoughts. When you repeat them regularly, with conviction and emotion, you begin to create new neural pathways in your brain. These pathways make it easier for your mind to default to positive, empowering thoughts rather than negative, limiting ones. Creating effective affirmations is an art. They should be positive, present tense, personal, and specific. Instead of "I don't want to be poor," try "I am attracting abundance and financial success into my life." Feel the difference? The first focuses on what you don't want, while the second creates a vivid, positive image in your mind. Incorporating affirmations into your daily life is crucial for their effectiveness. Start your day by repeating your chosen affirmations in front of a mirror. Write them down in a journal. Set reminders on your phone to prompt you to repeat them throughout the day. The key is consistency and repetition. However, it's natural to encounter skepticism and resistance when you first start using affirmations. Your subconscious mind might rebel against these new positive statements if they contradict long-held negative beliefs. This is where persistence comes in. Keep repeating your affirmations even if they feel uncomfortable or untrue at first. Over time, your subconscious will begin to accept them as your new truth. Remember, affirmations are not about denying reality or pretending everything is perfect. They're about shifting your focus to the positive aspects of your life and your potential for growth and success. They're about programming your mind to notice opportunities and solutions rather than problems and obstacles. As you embrace the power of affirmations, you'll begin to notice subtle shifts in your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. You might find yourself feeling more confident in challenging situations or more readily spotting opportunities that align with your goals. These small changes can snowball into significant transformations over time. But as powerful as affirmations are, they're just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to harnessing the power of your mind. To truly unlock your potential, you need to dive deeper into the realm of the subconscious. In our next chapter, we'll explore the vast, often untapped power of your subconscious mind and how you can leverage it to accelerate your journey to success. Chapter 7. Unveiling the Subconscious Mind. Imagine an iceberg floating in the ocean. The small portion visible above the water represents your conscious mind, the thoughts, feelings, and decisions you're aware of. But beneath the surface lies a vast, powerful mass, your subconscious mind. This hidden realm holds your deepest beliefs, memories, and habits, silently shaping your thoughts and behaviors in ways you might not even realize. Understanding the interplay between your conscious and subconscious mind is crucial for personal transformation. Your conscious mind is logical and analytical, capable of setting goals and making decisions. But it's your subconscious that truly drives your behavior, often based on deeply ingrained beliefs and patterns formed over a lifetime. The power of your subconscious mind is immense. It regulates your bodily functions, stores your memories, and processes millions of bits of information every second. It's also the source of your intuition, creativity, and habits. By learning to tap into and reprogram your subconscious, you can unleash potential you never knew you had. One way to access your subconscious is through relaxation techniques like meditation or self-hypnosis. These practices quiet your conscious mind, allowing you to communicate more directly with your subconscious. In this relaxed state, you can plant seeds of positive change more effectively. Another powerful method is to leverage the time just before you fall asleep and right after you wake up. In these twilight states, your subconscious is more receptive to new ideas. Use these moments to visualize your goals or repeat positive affirmations. Reprogramming your subconscious for success involves replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. This process takes time and persistence. Remember, many of your current subconscious beliefs were formed over years or even decades. Be patient with yourself as you work to instill new, positive patterns. Pay attention to your self-talk, especially the automatic thoughts that pop up in challenging situations. These often reflect deep-seated subconscious beliefs. By consciously challenging and reframing these thoughts, you can gradually shift your subconscious programming. As you become more attuned to your subconscious mind, you may uncover surprising insights about yourself and your behaviors. You might realize that a fear of success, rather than failure, has been holding you back. Or you might discover untapped strengths and abilities you never knew you possessed. Harnessing the power of your subconscious mind is a journey of self-discovery and growth. It requires courage to face your deepest beliefs and patience to instill new ones. But the rewards are immeasurable, a life of greater purpose, fulfillment, and success. As we conclude this exploration of the subconscious mind, you might be wondering how to stay grounded and present while diving into these deep waters of your psyche. How can you navigate the complexities of your mind while remaining anchored in the here and now? The answer lies in the practice of mindfulness, which we'll explore in our next chapter. Chapter 8, Mindfulness, the Key to Present Awareness. In our fast-paced world, how often do you find yourself fully present in the moment? If you're like most people, your mind is constantly wandering, reliving past events, worrying about the future, or getting lost in a whirlwind of thoughts. Enter mindfulness, the practice of intentionally focusing your attention on the present moment without judgment. It's a powerful tool that can transform your relationship with your thoughts and, by extension, your entire life. Mindfulness isn't about emptying your mind or achieving a state of eternal calm. It's about developing the ability to observe your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. It's about creating a space between stimulus and response, allowing you to choose how you react to life's challenges rather than being driven by automatic, often unhelpful patterns. The benefits of mindfulness are backed by a growing body of scientific research. Regular practice has been shown to reduce stress, improve focus and memory, enhance emotional regulation, and even boost immune function. For those on a journey of personal transformation, mindfulness offers a way to become more aware of your thought patterns, helping you identify and change those that don't serve you. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily life doesn't require hours of meditation, although that can certainly be beneficial. Start small. Try taking 3 deep, conscious breaths when you wake up in the morning. Pay full attention to the sensations of eating your breakfast. When you're walking, notice the feeling of your feet touching the ground. These simple practices can help anchor you in the present moment throughout your day. One powerful mindfulness technique is the body scan. Lie down comfortably and slowly bring your attention to different parts of your body, starting from your toes and moving up to the top of your head. Notice any sensations without trying to change them. This practice not only promotes relaxation, but also increases your awareness of the mind-body connection. Mindfulness can be particularly helpful when dealing with challenging emotions or situations. When you notice yourself feeling stressed or anxious, try the stop technique. Stop, take a breath, observe what's happening in your body and mind, and proceed with awareness. This simple practice can interrupt the autopilot of stress reactions and allow you to respond more skillfully. As you cultivate mindfulness, you may notice a shift in how you relate to your thoughts. Rather than being swept away by every passing idea or worry, you'll develop the ability to observe your thoughts with a sense of detachment. This doesn't mean suppressing or ignoring your thoughts, but rather recognizing them for what they are, mental events that come and go. Remember, mindfulness is a skill that improves with practice. Don't get discouraged if your mind wanders constantly at first. That's completely normal. The practice is in noticing when your mind has wandered and gently bringing it back to the present moment without judgment. As we conclude this exploration of mindfulness, you might be wondering how this present moment awareness connects with the future-oriented practices we've discussed earlier, like visualization and goal setting. How can we balance being present with attracting our desired future? The answer lies in understanding the law of attraction, which we'll delve into in our next chapter. Chapter 9, The Law of Attraction in Action. Thoughts become things. This simple phrase encapsulates the essence of the law of attraction, a a principle that has captivated minds for centuries and gained renewed popularity in recent years. But what exactly is the law of attraction, and how can you harness its power to create the life you desire? At its core, the law of attraction posits that like attracts like. In other words, the thoughts and energy you put out into the universe tend to attract similar experiences back to you. It's not about wishful thinking or magical manifestation, but rather about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desires in a way that makes you more likely to notice and seize opportunities that align with your goals. Understanding the law of attraction begins with recognizing the power of your focus. What you consistently think about and feel strongly about tends to expand in your life. This doesn't mean that negative thoughts will instantly manifest negative experiences, but rather that a persistent focus on negativity can blind you to positive opportunities and lead you to interpret events in a more negative light. To put the law of attraction into action, start by getting crystal clear about what you want. Be specific and positive in your desires. Instead of focusing on what you don't want, I don't want to be in debt, focus on what you do want. I want to achieve financial abundance and freedom. Visualize your desired outcome in vivid detail, engaging all your senses as we discussed in our chapter on visualization. Equally important is aligning your emotions with your desires. It's not enough to think about what you want. You need to feel as if you already have it. This positive emotional state not only feels good, but also puts you in a frame of mind where you're more likely to take inspired action towards your goals. Speaking of action, it's crucial to understand that the law of attraction is not about passive wishing. It's about inspired action. As you align your thoughts and emotions with your desires, you'll likely find yourself feeling more motivated and noticing opportunities you might have missed before. Act on these inspirations. This is where the magic happens. Gratitude plays a vital role in the law of attraction. By appreciating what you already have, you create a positive mindset that attracts more good things into your life. Start and end each day by listing things you're grateful for, no matter how small they might seem. It's important to approach the law of attraction with a balance of faith and realism. While it's powerful to believe in the possibility of your dreams, it's also important to set realistic expectations and be patient. Remember, you're working with the complex fabric of reality, not casting a magic spell. As you work with the law of attraction, you may encounter skepticism, both from others and from your own mind. That's okay. Approach it as an experiment. Try aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desires for a set period and observe what happens. You might be surprised by the shifts you see in your life. As we conclude this exploration of the law of attraction, you might be wondering about the next step. How do you ensure that your thoughts and your actions are in perfect alignment, creating a powerful force for change in your life? In our next chapter, we'll delve into the crucial practice of bridging thoughts and actions, turning your inner work into tangible results. Chapter 10. Bridging Thoughts and Actions. You've harnessed the power of positive thinking, mastered visualization, and understood the law of attraction. But there's still a crucial step between thinking and achieving: action. In this chapter, we'll explore how to create a seamless bridge between your thoughts and your behaviors, ensuring that your inner work translates into real-world results. The gap between what we think and what we do is where many dreams go to die. It's easy to get caught up in the feel-good emotions of visualizing success or repeating affirmations, but without corresponding action, these mental exercises remain just that: exercises. The key to true transformation lies in aligning your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors into a cohesive force for change. Start by examining the consistency between your thoughts and your daily habits. If you're affirming financial abundance but consistently overspending, there's a disconnect that needs addressing. Look for these inconsistencies in all areas of your life: career, relationships, health, and personal growth. Each misalignment is an opportunity for powerful change. One effective strategy for bridging thoughts and actions is to create a detailed action plan for each of your goals. Break down your larger objectives into small, manageable steps. Each step should be specific and actionable. For instance, if your goal is to start a business, your first steps might include researching your market, drafting a business plan, and setting up a meeting with a financial advisor. As you work on aligning your actions with your thoughts, be aware of self-sabotage. This often manifests as procrastination, making excuses, or engaging in behaviors that directly contradict your goals. When you catch yourself in these patterns, pause and reflect. What fears or limiting beliefs might be driving this behavior? Address these underlying issues to clear the path for consistent action. Remember, every action, no matter how small, is a step towards your goals. Celebrate these small wins. They build momentum and reinforce the neural pathways associated with your new empowering behaviors. Over time, these aligned actions become habits, making it easier to consistently act in ways that support your aspirations. Another powerful technique is to use implementation intentions. Instead of just setting a goal, create an if-then plan. For example, if it's 7 a.m., then I'll spend 30 minutes writing my book. This strategy helps to automate your desired behaviors, reducing the need for willpower and making it more likely that you'll follow through. As you work on bridging your thoughts and actions, be patient with yourself. Change takes time, and setbacks are a normal part of the process. When you slip up, don't berate yourself. Instead, treat it as valuable feedback. What can you learn from this experience? How can you adjust your approach to be more successful next time? By consistently aligning your thoughts and actions, you create a powerful synergy. Your actions reinforce your positive thoughts, which in turn inspire more aligned actions. This virtuous cycle can propel you towards your goals with increasing momentum. As we conclude this chapter, you might be wondering about the role of your physical well-being in this process of personal transformation. How does the state of your body influence your thoughts and actions, and vice versa? In our next chapter, we'll explore the fascinating world of the mind-body connection, revealing how your mental and physical states are inextricably linked in your journey to success. Chapter 11, the mind-body connection. Take a moment to notice how you're feeling right now. Are you tense or relaxed, energized or fatigued? Now, consider how these physical sensations might be influencing your thoughts and emotions. This interplay between your physical state and your mental experience is at the heart of the mind-body connection, a powerful relationship that can either propel you towards your goals or hold you back. The mind-body connection is not just New Age philosophy. It's backed by robust scientific research. Your thoughts and emotions can significantly impact your physical health, and conversely, your physical state can profoundly influence your mental and emotional well-being. Understanding and harnessing this connection can be a game changer in your journey of personal transformation. Let's start with how your thoughts influence your physical health. Chronic stress, for instance, isn't just a mental state. It has tangible effects on your body. It can weaken your immune system, increase your risk of heart disease, and even accelerate aging. On the flip side, positive thoughts and emotions can boost your immune function, lower blood pressure, and even increase your lifespan. But the influence goes both ways. Regular exercise, for example, isn't just good for your body. It's a powerful mood booster and stress reliever. It stimulates the production of endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals, and can even promote the growth of new brain cells. Similarly, practices like deep breathing and progressive muscle relaxation can quickly shift your body out of a stress response, calming your mind in the process. To harness the mind-body connection, start by paying attention to how your physical state affects your thoughts and emotions. Notice how differently you think when you're well-rested versus exhausted, or how your mood shifts after exercise. Use this awareness to make choices that support both your physical and mental well-being. Incorporate mind-body practices into your daily routine. This could include yoga, which combines physical postures with breath work and meditation. Or try Tai Chi, a gentle martial art that promotes both physical balance and mental calm. Even simple practices like taking a few deep breaths before a stressful meeting can help you leverage the mind-body connection. Nutrition also plays a crucial role in the mind-body connection. What you eat doesn't just affect your physical health, it can significantly impact your mood and cognitive function. A healthy diet has been linked to better mental health and reduced risk of depression. Sleep is another critical factor in the mind-body connection. Lack of sleep can impair your cognitive function, increase stress, and even lead to physical health problems. Prioritize getting enough quality sleep as a fundamental part of your personal transformation journey. As you cultivate awareness of the mind-body connection, you may notice patterns in how your physical state influences your thoughts and behaviors. Use this knowledge to set yourself up for success. If you know you think more clearly and feel more positive after exercise, schedule important tasks or meetings for after your workout. Remember, the mind-body connection is a two-way street. Just as you can use physical practices to influence your mental state, you can use mental techniques to impact your physical well-being. Visualization, for instance, has been shown to improve physical performance and even boost immune function. As we conclude this exploration of the mind-body connection, you might be wondering how to cultivate a mindset that fully embraces and leverages this powerful relationship. How can you develop an outlook that empowers you to take control of both your mental and physical well-being? In our next chapter, we'll delve into the art of cultivating an empowered mindset, the ultimate tool for personal transformation. Chapter 12, Cultivating an Empowered Mindset. Imagine standing at the helm of a powerful ship, confidently steering through both calm seas and stormy weather. This image encapsulates the essence of an empowered mindset, a perspective that views you as the captain of your own life, capable of navigating any challenge and creating your desired reality. But how do you cultivate such a mindset? An empowered thinker understands that while they can't control everything that happens in life, they can always control their response to events. This shift from a reactive to a proactive stance is the foundation of personal empowerment. It's about recognizing that you have the power to shape your experiences through your thoughts, decisions, and actions. One key characteristic of an empowered mindset is a strong internal locus of control. This means believing that your life outcomes are primarily the result of your own actions and choices, rather than external factors or luck. Cultivate this by regularly reflecting on how your decisions have influenced your current circumstances, both positive and negative. Another crucial aspect is embracing personal responsibility. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything that goes wrong, but rather acknowledging your role in your life's outcomes and, more importantly, your power to affect change. When faced with a challenge, an empowered thinker asks, "What can I do about this?" rather than, "Why is this happening to me?" Overcoming victim mentality is a critical step in developing an empowered mindset. Victim thinking traps you in a cycle of helplessness and blame, sapping your energy and motivation. Challenge thoughts of victimhood by looking for ways you can take action, no matter how small, to improve your situation. Resilience is another hallmark of an empowered mindset. This isn't about being unaffected by setbacks, but rather about bouncing back stronger. Cultivate resilience by reframing challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And how can this make me stronger? An empowered mindset also involves cultivating a sense of possibility. This means expanding your vision of what's achievable and challenging self-imposed limitations. Practice asking why not when you encounter internal resistance to your goals. Often, you'll find that many of your perceived limitations are self-imposed and can be overcome with creativity and persistence. Surrounding yourself with empowered thinkers can significantly accelerate your mindset shift. Seek out mentors, join mastermind groups, or simply spend more time with people who exhibit the mindset you want to cultivate. Their perspective and energy can be contagious, helping you maintain your empowered stance even in challenging times. Remember, cultivating an empowered mindset is an ongoing process. It's not about never having doubts or fears, but about choosing to act from a place of empowerment despite these feelings. Practice self-compassion as you work on shifting your mindset, celebrating your progress, and learning from setbacks. As you embrace an empowered mindset, you'll likely notice a shift in how you approach challenges and opportunities. You'll feel more confident in your ability to create change, more resilient in the face of setbacks, and more excited about the possibilities that lie ahead. As we conclude this chapter on cultivating an empowered mindset, you might be wondering about the role of continuous growth and learning in maintaining this empowered stance. How can you ensure that your mindset remains flexible and adaptive in the face of new challenges and opportunities? In our next chapter, we'll explore the power of embracing a growth mindset, a perspective that sees every experience as an opportunity for learning and development. Chapter 13. Embracing a growth mindset. Picture two students facing a challenging math problem. The first student thinks, "I'm just not good at math," and gives up. The second student thinks, "This is tough, but I can figure it out with some effort," and perseveres. The difference between these two students? A growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. A growth mindset, a concept pioneered by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. In contrast, a fixed mindset assumes that your qualities are set in stone. You either have them or you don't. Embracing a growth mindset is a powerful tool for personal transformation, opening up a world of possibilities for learning and achievement. At its core, a growth mindset is about seeing challenges as opportunities rather than threats. When you encounter a difficult task or a setback, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," you think, "I can't do this yet." This simple shift in perspective can dramatically change how you approach learning and personal development. Developing a growth mindset starts with becoming aware of your inner dialogue. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself when faced with challenges. Do you tend to give up easily, saying things like, "I'm not cut out for this"? Or do you approach difficulties with curiosity and determination? Once you're aware of your thought patterns, you can begin to consciously shift them towards a growth-oriented perspective. Embrace the power of yet. When you find yourself thinking, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good at this," add the word yet to the end of the sentence. This simple addition acknowledges that while you may not have mastered something now, you have the potential to improve with effort and practice. A key aspect of the growth mindset is viewing effort as the path to mastery rather than a sign of inadequacy. People with a fixed mindset often believe that if they're truly talented at something, it should come easily. Those with a growth mindset understand that even geniuses have to work hard to achieve their potential. Celebrate your efforts and the process of learning, not just the outcomes. Failure and setbacks are inevitable parts of any journey. In a growth mindset, these are not seen as indicators of your worth or ability, but as valuable feedback and opportunities for learning. When you encounter a setback, ask yourself, "What can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to improve?" This approach turns every experience, positive or negative, into a stepping stone for growth. Cultivating resilience goes hand in hand with developing a growth mindset. It's about bouncing back from setbacks stronger and more determined. Remember, it's not about never failing. It's about how you respond to failure. Do you let it defeat you, or do you use it as motivation to work harder and try new strategies? A growth mindset also involves being inspired by the success of others rather than feeling threatened by it. Instead of thinking, "Their success makes me look bad," consider, "What can I learn from their journey?" This shift not only improves your relationships, but also opens you up to a wealth of learning opportunities. As you embrace a growth mindset, you'll likely find yourself more willing to take on challenges, more resilient in the face of setbacks, and more excited about the process of learning and growth. This mindset can transform not just how you approach your goals, but how you view your entire life journey. As we conclude this chapter on embracing a growth mindset, you might be wondering about the role of past experiences and emotional baggage in shaping your current mindset. How can you release old limiting beliefs and emotional wounds that might be holding you back from fully embracing growth and change? In our next chapter, we'll explore techniques for releasing emotional baggage, clearing the path for your continued personal transformation. Chapter 14. Releasing Emotional Baggage. Imagine trying to run a marathon while carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. That's what attempting personal transformation can feel like when you're weighed down by emotional baggage. These are the unresolved issues, painful memories, and limiting beliefs that we accumulate throughout our lives. They color our perceptions, influence our decisions, and often hold us back from reaching our full potential. Emotional baggage doesn't just disappear on its own. It requires conscious effort to identify, process, and release. The first step in this journey is awareness. Take some time to reflect on your life experiences, particularly those that still evoke strong emotions when you think about them. Look for patterns in your behavior or recurring challenges in your life. These can often point to underlying emotional issues. Limiting beliefs are a significant part of emotional baggage. These are the negative thoughts about yourself and the world that you've internalized over time. They might sound like, "I'm not good enough," "I don't deserve success," or "the world is a dangerous place." Identifying these beliefs is crucial because they often operate below the surface of your conscious awareness, silently sabotaging your efforts at growth and change. Once you've identified your emotional baggage, it's time to start unpacking. This doesn't mean dwelling on past hurts, but rather processing them in a healthy way. One effective technique is journaling. Write about your experiences and feelings without judgment. This can help you gain clarity and perspective on your emotions. Another powerful tool for releasing emotional baggage is forgiveness, both of others and yourself. Holding on to anger and resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful actions, but rather freeing yourself from the burden of negative emotions. Start with small acts of forgiveness and work your way up to more significant issues. Therapy or counseling can be invaluable in this process. A trained professional can help you navigate complex emotions, provide tools for healing, and offer an objective perspective on your experiences. Don't hesitate to seek help if you're struggling with deep-seated emotional issues. Mindfulness and meditation practices can also aid in releasing emotional baggage. These techniques help you observe your thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. Over time, this can lead to a greater sense of emotional freedom and resilience. Physical practices like yoga or tai chi can complement your emotional work. These mind-body disciplines can help release tension and emotions stored in the body, promoting overall healing and well-being. As you work on releasing your emotional baggage, be patient and compassionate with yourself. This is not a quick or easy process, but it's incredibly rewarding. Each piece of baggage you release creates more space for joy, growth, and new possibilities in your life. Remember, the goal isn't to erase your past or never feel negative emotions. It's about processing your experiences in a healthy way so that they no longer control your present and future. As you release old pain and limiting beliefs, you'll likely find yourself feeling lighter, more open to new experiences, and better equipped to pursue your goals. As we conclude this chapter on releasing emotional baggage, you might be wondering about the role of positive emotions in personal transformation. How can you cultivate more joy, gratitude, and optimism in your life? In our next chapter, we'll explore the transformative power of gratitude and how practicing it regularly can shift your entire perspective on life. Chapter 15. The Practice of Gratitude. In the pursuit of our goals and the rush of daily life, it's easy to overlook the good things we already have. Yet, cultivating a sense of gratitude can be one of the most powerful tools for personal transformation. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you. It's a mindset, a way of perceiving and interacting with the world that can profoundly impact your happiness, resilience, and success. Research has shown that practicing gratitude can lead to a host of benefits, including improved mental health, better sleep, stronger relationships, and even enhanced physical health. But how exactly does gratitude work its magic? When you focus on what you're grateful for, you're essentially training your brain to notice the positive aspects of your life. This shift in focus can dramatically change your emotional state and, over time, your overall outlook on life. Implementing a daily gratitude practice doesn't have to be complicated. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day to reflect on what you're thankful for. This could be as simple as mentally listing 3 things you appreciate before you go to sleep, or writing them down in a gratitude journal. The key is consistency. Make it a daily habit, and you'll start to notice the effects. When practicing gratitude, try to be specific. Instead of just being grateful for your job, for instance, you might appreciate a particular project you're working on or a supportive colleague. The more detailed you can be, the more vivid and impactful your gratitude practice will be. Don't limit your gratitude to only big, obvious blessings. Train yourself to notice and appreciate small pleasures: a warm cup of coffee, a beautiful sunset, a kind word from a stranger. This practice of noticing and savoring small joys can significantly boost your overall sense of well-being. Gratitude can be particularly powerful when facing challenges. In difficult times, try to find something to be grateful for, no matter how small. This doesn't mean ignoring or minimizing your problems, but rather finding a balanced perspective that acknowledges both challenges and blessings. Expressing gratitude to others can amplify its benefits. Take time to sincerely thank people in your life, not just for big favors, but for the small ways they contribute to your day. This practice not only boosts your own mood, but also strengthens your relationships. As you cultivate gratitude, you may notice a shift in your overall perspective. Problems that once seemed overwhelming might start to feel more manageable. You may find yourself more resilient in the face of setbacks, more appreciative of what you have, and more optimistic about the future. Remember, gratitude is not about ignoring life's difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the good that exists alongside the challenges. It's a practice that can coexist with ambition and the desire for growth. In fact, it can fuel your journey by helping you appreciate how far you've come and the resources you have to go further. As we conclude this chapter on the practice of gratitude, you might be wondering about other mental techniques that can complement your gratitude practice and further enhance your personal transformation. In our next chapter, we'll explore the power of meditation, a practice that can deepen your self-awareness, reduce stress, and provide clarity on your journey of growth. Chapter 16, Meditation for Mental Clarity. In the bustling chaos of modern life, finding a moment of peace can seem like an impossible luxury. Yet, it's in these moments of stillness that we often gain our greatest insights and clarity. This is where meditation comes in, a powerful practice that has been used for thousands of years to cultivate mental clarity, emotional balance, and overall well-being. Meditation isn't about emptying your mind of all thoughts. Rather, it's about observing your thoughts without getting caught up in them. It's a practice of focused attention that can help you become more aware of your mental patterns, reduce stress, and gain a clearer perspective on your life and goals. There are many different meditation techniques, but one of the simplest to start with is mindfulness meditation. Begin by finding a quiet, comfortable place to sit. Close your eyes and focus your attention on your breath. Notice the sensation of the air moving in and out of your body. When your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring your attention back to your breath without judgment. Start small. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. As you become more comfortable with the practice, you can gradually increase the duration. Consistency is key. A short daily practice is more beneficial than occasional longer sessions. Another powerful meditation technique is loving kindness meditation. This involves directing feelings of love and compassion towards yourself and others. Start by focusing on feelings of warmth and kindness towards yourself, then gradually extend these feelings to others, from loved ones to acquaintances, and eventually to all beings. As you develop your meditation practice, you may notice several benefits. Many people report reduced stress and anxiety, improved focus and concentration, and a greater sense of emotional balance. Regular meditation has also been linked to physical health benefits, including lower blood pressure and improved immune function. One of the most significant benefits of meditation for personal transformation is increased self-awareness. As you spend time observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment, you'll likely gain insights into your mental patterns and behaviors. This awareness is the first step in making conscious changes. Meditation can also help you develop a greater sense of presence in your daily life. You may find yourself better able to focus on the task at hand, more aware of your surroundings, and more fully engaged in your interactions with others. For those pursuing personal growth, meditation can be a powerful tool for gaining clarity on your goals and values. In the quiet space of meditation, you may find answers to questions that have been eluding you or gain new perspectives on challenges you're facing. Remember, meditation is a practice, not a performance. There's no such thing as a perfect meditation session. Some days your mind will be calmer, other days it will be more active. The benefits come from the consistent practice of returning your attention to the present moment, regardless of how many times your mind wanders. As you incorporate meditation into your life, you may find it becomes more than just a daily practice. It becomes a way of being. The clarity and presence you cultivate on the cushion begin to infuse your everyday experiences, leading to a more mindful, intentional way of living. As we conclude this chapter on meditation for mental clarity, you might be wondering how to integrate all these practices, positive thinking, visualization, gratitude, meditation, into a cohesive daily routine. In our next chapter, we'll explore the art of reflection and how regular self-examination can help you consolidate your growth and chart your path forward. Chapter 17, The Art of Reflection. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to move from one task to the next without pausing to consider the bigger picture. Yet, it's in these moments of reflection that we often gain our deepest insights and make our most significant progress. Reflection is the art of looking back to move forward, a practice that can supercharge your personal transformation journey. Reflection isn't about dwelling on the past or getting lost in regrets. It's about intentionally reviewing your experiences, actions, and decisions to learn from them and make better choices in the future. It's a powerful tool for self-awareness, growth, and continuous improvement. One of the most effective ways to cultivate a habit of reflection is through journaling. Set aside time regularly, perhaps daily or weekly, to write about your experiences, thoughts, and feelings. Don't worry about perfect prose. The goal is to get your thoughts onto paper. You might reflect on your progress towards your goals, challenges you're facing, or insights you've gained. When journaling for personal growth, try asking yourself powerful questions. What am I proud of? What could I have done better? What am I learning about myself? What patterns do I notice in my behavior? These questions can help you dig deeper and uncover valuable insights. Another powerful reflection technique is the weekly review. At the end of each week, take some time to review your accomplishments, challenges, and lessons learned. Look at your calendar and to-do lists. What went well? What didn't go as planned? How can you improve next week? This practice helps you stay aligned with your goals and continuously refine your approach. Reflection doesn't always have to be a solitary activity. Engaging in thoughtful discussions with trusted friends, mentors, or a coach can provide new perspectives and insights. Sometimes, explaining your thoughts to someone else can help clarify them in your own mind. As you develop your reflection practice, you may find it helpful to focus on specific areas of your life: career, relationships, personal growth, health, etc. This structured approach can help ensure you're giving attention to all important aspects of your life. Remember, effective reflection is not just about analyzing what happened, but also about extracting lessons and planning for the future. After considering your experiences, always ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I apply this lesson going forward? Reflection can be particularly powerful when facing challenges or setbacks. Instead of getting discouraged, use reflection to gain perspective. What can this difficulty teach you? How can you use this experience to grow stronger? As you make reflection a regular part of your life, you'll likely notice several benefits. You may find yourself making more intentional decisions, learning more quickly from your experiences, and feeling a greater sense of progress in your personal growth journey. Reflection also helps reinforce the other practices we've discussed in this book. It provides an opportunity to review your positive thinking patterns, refine your visualizations, deepen your gratitude, and integrate insights from your meditation practice. As we conclude this chapter on the art of reflection, you might be wondering about the role of your environment in supporting your personal transformation. How can you create surroundings that nurture your growth and reinforce your positive habits? In our next chapter, we'll explore the power of creating a positive environment and how it can accelerate your journey of personal transformation. Chapter 18, Creating a Positive Environment. Imagine trying to grow a delicate flower in a room with no sunlight, poor soil, and polluted air. No matter how much you water it or tend to it, it's unlikely to thrive. Similarly, your personal growth journey is profoundly influenced by your environment. In this chapter, we'll explore how to create a positive environment that nurtures your transformation and supports your goals. Your environment encompasses more than just your physical surroundings. It includes the people you interact with, the media you consume, and the overall atmosphere you create in your life. Each of these elements can either support or hinder your personal growth. Start by assessing your physical space. Is your home or workspace conducive to the person you're striving to become? Declutter and organize your space to reduce stress and increase productivity. Surround yourself with objects that inspire you, perhaps motivational quotes, artwork that uplifts you, or mementos of your achievements. Consider the impact of color psychology. Certain colors can influence your mood and energy levels. For example, blue can promote calm and focus, while yellow can boost creativity and optimism. Experiment with different colors in your environment to see what works best for you. Your digital environment is equally important in today's world. Curate your social media feeds to ensure you're exposed to positive, inspiring content. Unfollow accounts that consistently make you feel negative or inadequate. Be mindful of the shows, podcasts, and other media you consume. Do they align with your values and goals? One of the most crucial aspects of your environment is the people you surround yourself with. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Assess your relationships. Do the people in your life support your growth? Do they challenge you to be better? Sometimes, creating a positive environment means distancing yourself from negative influences and seeking out relationships that inspire and motivate you. Consider joining or creating a mastermind group, a gathering of like-minded individuals who support each other's growth. Regular interaction with people who share your commitment to personal development can be incredibly motivating and provide valuable accountability. Your workplace environment also plays a significant role in your overall well-being and growth. If possible, try to create a workspace that energizes and inspires you. If you can't control your entire work environment, focus on what you can influence, perhaps personalizing your desk area or finding quiet spaces for focused work. Remember that creating a positive environment isn't just about eliminating negative influences. It's also about actively introducing positive elements. This might mean setting up a meditation corner in your home, creating a vision board that you see every day, or establishing rituals that reinforce your goals and values. Nature can be a powerful element in creating a positive environment. Spending time outdoors or bringing elements of nature into your space, like plants or natural light, can reduce stress and boost your mood. As you work on creating a positive environment, be patient. Changes to your environment, especially social changes, can take time. Start with small, manageable adjustments and gradually work towards larger shifts. Creating a positive environment is an ongoing process. As you grow and evolve, your needs may change. Regularly reassess your environment to ensure it continues to support your journey of personal transformation. As we conclude this chapter on creating a positive environment, you might be wondering about the importance of consistency in your personal growth journey. How do you maintain your commitment to change over the long term, especially when faced with challenges or setbacks? In our next chapter, we'll explore the crucial elements of consistency and commitment and how they can help you stay the course on your transformative journey. Chapter 19, Consistency and Commitment. In the journey of personal transformation, it's not the occasional grand gesture that leads to lasting change, but rather the small, consistent actions taken day after day. Consistency and commitment are the twin engines that power your growth, turning your aspirations into reality. In this chapter, we'll explore how to cultivate these crucial qualities and maintain them even in the face of challenges. Consistency is about showing up for yourself day after day, even when you don't feel like it. It's the daily meditation practice, the regular workouts, the consistent effort towards your goals. It's in this repetition that real change occurs. Remember our discussion on neuroplasticity? Each consistent action reinforces new neural pathways, gradually rewiring your brain for success. Start by setting clear, achievable daily habits that align with your larger goals. If your aim is to write a book, commit to writing 500 words every day. If you're working on your health, commit to a daily 30-minute workout. The key is to make these habits small enough to be doable even on your busiest days, but significant enough to move you towards your goals. Tracking your habits can be a powerful tool for maintaining consistency. Use a habit tracker app or a simple calendar where you mark off each day you complete your key habits. Seeing your streak of consistency can be highly motivating and can help you push through on days when your motivation is low. Commitment goes hand in hand with consistency. It's the underlying determination that keeps you going even when the initial excitement of your goals has worn off. Commitment is what gets you out of bed for that early morning run when you'd rather sleep in, or what keeps you working on your business plan when Netflix is calling your name. To strengthen your commitment, regularly reconnect with your why, the deep-seated reasons behind your goals. Write down your motivations and review them often. Visualize not just the end result, but the person you'll become through the process of achieving your goals. Expect and prepare for obstacles. Commitment doesn't mean the path will always be smooth. It means you're prepared to navigate the bumps along the way. Have strategies in place for dealing with common challenges. If you know you tend to skip workouts when you're busy, for example, have a 10-minute backup workout plan for those days. Remember, consistency and commitment are skills that can be developed. If you falter, don't berate yourself. Instead, view it as an opportunity to practice getting back on track. Each time you recommit after a setback, you're building resilience and strengthening your overall commitment. Create systems that support your consistency and commitment. This might mean setting up reminders, creating a supportive environment, as we discussed in the last chapter, or establishing accountability partnerships. The easier you make it to follow through on your commitments, the more likely you are to maintain consistency. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Acknowledging your consistent efforts reinforces the behavior and boosts your motivation to continue. Remember, every day you show up for yourself is a victory worth celebrating. As you cultivate consistency and commitment, you'll likely find that they become self-reinforcing. The more consistent you are, the more results you'll see, which in turn strengthens your commitment. This positive cycle can create unstoppable momentum in your personal transformation journey. As we conclude this chapter on consistency and commitment, you might be reflecting on your own transformative journey. How far have you come? What insights have you gained? In our final chapter, we'll explore the power of sharing your transformation, how articulating your journey can deepen your own growth and inspire others around you. Chapter 20, Sharing Your Transformation. As you near the end of this book and reflect on your journey of personal transformation, you might feel a mix of emotions: pride in how far you've come, excitement for the road ahead, and perhaps a desire to share your experiences with others. This final chapter explores the power of sharing your transformation story and how it can not only solidify your own growth, but also create a ripple effect of positive change in the world around you. Sharing your journey isn't about bragging or seeking validation. It's about authentically expressing your experiences, challenges, and triumphs in a way that can inspire and empower others. When you share your story, you give others permission to believe in their own potential for change and growth. Start by reflecting on your journey. What were the key turning points? What challenges did you overcome? What insights have been most valuable to you? Writing down your experiences can help clarify your thoughts and prepare you to share your story more effectively. Consider different ways of sharing your transformation. This could be through conversations with friends and family, writing a blog or social media posts, speaking at local events, or even starting a support group for others on similar journeys. Choose methods that feel authentic and comfortable to you. When sharing your story, be honest about both your successes and your struggles. People connect more deeply with stories that show vulnerability and real-life challenges. By sharing how you overcame obstacles, you provide others with practical strategies they can apply in their own lives. Remember that your story is unique and valuable, even if you feel you haven't achieved all your goals yet. The process of transformation is ongoing, and sharing your in-progress journey can be just as inspiring as sharing a finished success story. Sharing your transformation can also deepen your own growth. Articulating your experiences helps solidify the lessons you've learned. You might gain new insights as you reflect on your journey to share it with others. Plus, the act of helping others can boost your own motivation and commitment to continued growth. Be prepared for the impact your story might have. You may be surprised by how many people resonate with your experiences. Your openness could inspire others to start their own transformation journeys or to share their own stories. As you share, also be open to learning from others. Every person you interact with has their own unique experiences and insights. By approaching these interactions with curiosity and openness, you can continue to grow and evolve. Consider creating a community around your shared experiences. This could be an online group, regular meetups, or collaborative projects. Building connections with others on similar journeys can provide ongoing support and motivation. Remember to respect your own boundaries as you share. It's okay to keep some aspects of your journey private. Share what feels comfortable and authentic to you. As you step into the role of sharing your transformation, you may find that it becomes a powerful part of your ongoing growth. The act of inspiring others can renew your own commitment to personal development and open up new avenues for learning and expansion. Sharing your transformation is not the end of your journey. It's a new beginning. It's an opportunity to pay forward the insights and inspiration you've gained, creating a positive cycle of growth and empowerment that extends far beyond your own experience. As we conclude this book, remember that your journey of personal transformation is uniquely yours. The strategies and insights shared here are tools for your toolbox. Use them, adapt them, and make them your own. Your path forward is limited only by your imagination and your commitment to growth. Thank you for embarking on this journey of Rewire Your Brain for Success. May your path be filled with continuous growth, profound insights, and the joy of becoming the best version of yourself. Your transformation has the power to change not just your life, but the world around you. Embrace it, live it, and share it.